The teacher didn't realize he was messing with the wrong student. Little did he know, this kid was a highly trained agent from North Korea on a secret mission in the south. Formerly known as Myung-hun, he now goes by Do-ho. His mission? Blend in at a South Korean school, using his cover as a student. His first encounter at the new school was with Hyun, a kind girl who shared the same name as his imprisoned sister in the north. But before he could settle in, a gang of bullies targeted him. Do-ho tried to fend off the bullies, but they dragged him up to the rooftop. Their leader landed a punch, but Do-ho, accustomed to such situations, barely flinched, though blood trickled from his mouth. One of the bullies remarked on Do-ho's muscular physique, while rummaging through his wallet. Among the contents were money and a photo of Do-ho with his family, his sister and late father. Do-ho warns the bullies to hand over the cash and return his picture. When they ignore him, he grabs back his photo and gets ready to throw fists. Just then, the teacher stumbles upon them on the roof and orders everyone back to class. Feeling the heat, Do-ho heads to the basketball courts to cool off. He knows he can't throw punches, that'd mess up his plan. In class, the teacher toys with students, smacking them with his trusty wooden stick. Before break, the teacher assigns cleaning duty to the students. Once he's gone, the bullies make Do-ho and Hyun scrub the class and windows. The next day, Hyun's under fire again. Do-ho's itching to step in but knows he has to keep his cool. So, he helps Hyun tidy up the mess her classmates throw. The bullies mock them as a cute couple, but keep tormenting Hyun. They snatch money meant for her ballet lessons. As she tries to reclaim it, they rip her shirt. Do-ho witnesses it all and decides enough is enough. He throws down with the bullies, dishing out some serious pain. The next day, Hyun's missing from school. Meanwhile, the teacher distracts the class with a test, casually wielding his stick and urging them to use their brains. As he approaches Do-ho, ready to swing the stick, Do-ho instinctively puts him in a hold. The young spy realizes he's gone too far and lets the embarrassed teacher go to defuse the awkward situation. Impressed by his quick reflexes, the teacher praises him. During lunch break, the bullies nurse their wounds inflicted by Do-ho. They scheme revenge but fall silent when they see him coming their way. Do-ho joins them, casually asking the bully leader about Hyun's whereabouts. Then he excuses himself to see the teacher, citing a headache and requesting to leave school early. Still uneasy from earlier, the teacher readily agrees, hoping Do-ho's departure would ease the tension. That day, Do-ho receives his first mission from Unit 8, track down an assassin targeting former members. His target? A man running a small boxing gym. Do-ho easily subdues him for questioning. When the man denies involvement, Do-ho proves his seriousness by shooting his leg. In a desperate attempt to fight back, the man grabs a knife after hitting Do-ho with a chair. But Do-ho's skills prevail, ending the encounter with a decisive blow. Do-ho heads to a butcher's shop next. Surprisingly, the butcher is more helpful and gives Do-ho the license plate number of the assassin's car. However, things take a hostile turn when the butcher tries to pick a fight with Do-ho inside his chili storage area. After dodging a barrage of media attacks, Do-ho swiftly subdues the butcher and makes his exit. Soon after, Do-ho spots the assassin and rides his bike closer to the assassin's car. But before Do-ho can draw his gun, the assassin speeds off. Do-ho fires a couple of shots at the car, managing to puncture one of its tires. The car veers off the road, trapping the assassin inside. Do-ho approaches, intent on ending the assassin's life. However, he notices too many witnesses around, including students filming the scene on their phones. Realizing he can't eliminate the assassin with so many eyes on him, Deho retreats from the scene, understanding that this confrontation must wait for another day. And that day won't be far off. A few evenings later, Deho returns home to find the assassin lying in wait for him. Without hesitation, he loosens his jacket and approaches the assassin, only to find himself caught off guard as the assassin turns the tables. Their confrontation erupts into a fierce battle, showcasing their formidable combat skills. Their skirmish wreaks havoc on the house as they exchange blows and kicks, with Deho proving to be the more skilled combatant. As the assassin realizes he's struggling to gain the upper hand, he attempts to draw his gun. Deho swiftly disarms him, wresting the gun from his grasp. In a desperate move, the assassin reveals a concealed knife, launching an attack on Deho. Using a soda can as a makeshift shield, Deho ultimately turns the tables, using the same knife to neutralize the threat. Aware that the altercation will attract unwanted attention, Deho decides to stage the scene to appear as an accident. He sabotages the gas pipes and places a kitchen knife in the microwave, causing a spark that triggers a devastating explosion. With the chaos behind him, Deho wastes no time in fleeing the scene on his bike. Settling into a new residence, he receives a call from the army colonel who recruited him as a spy. This time, Deho's mission is to target members of Sector 35, a rival covert organization operating out of North Korea. While Unit 8 serves the current dictator, Kim Jong-il, Sector 35 aligns with the emerging leader, Kim Jong, adding another layer of complexity to Deho's dangerous assignment. Deho follows orders and launches an assault on Sector 35 members during their gathering. Amid the chaos, he not only eliminates several of them but also swipes a package loaded with diamonds valued at $30 million. Meanwhile, a top-ranking official from North Korea arranges a summit with counterparts from China and South Korea. He discloses that Kim Jong-il's impending demise due to illness will pave the way for Kim Jong-un to assume leadership. They plan to exchange intel on Unit A operatives residing in China and South Korea. Deho receives instructions to head back to North Korea and reunite with his sister. Unbeknownst to him, the political landscape has shifted. The individual tasked with transporting him by sea betrays him, launching a knife attack. Despite being stabbed, Deho manages to fend off his attacker. Upon dispatching the assailant, he realizes North Koreans have marked him for death, rendering a return impossible. With nowhere else to turn, Deho seeks refuge with Hyeon and spends the night at her place. As he drifts off to sleep disheartened, Hyeon watches a news report exposing the faces of spies infiltrating South Korea, including Deho's. The following morning, Deho receives a call from the colonel, revealing he's in South Korea along with his younger sister. The colonel proposes a deal, the diamonds in exchange for his sister. Aware of the likely trap, Deho can't abandon his sister. Thus, he leaves a note for Hyeon, urging her to alert the authorities about his meeting with the colonel. During the rendezvous, both parties reveal their packages. As anticipated, an agent attempts to shoot Deho from behind, only to be taken down by a vigilant police officer. Chaos erupts as North Korean agents clash with the police, while Deho grapples with the colonel. In the midst of it, the car carrying Little Hen speeds away but gets halted by the cops. With his sister safe, Deho opts to flee, feeling lost and uncertain. The colonel persists, snatching Hen, Deho's classmate. Deho, acting as a young spy, contacts a detective, leaving the line open for tracing. He confronts the colonel, revealing diamonds but uses them as a distraction to initiate gunfire. Despite taking down foes, Deho himself gets hit. He releases Hyeon, but they're cornered. To break free, he triggers an explosion with explosives near gas tanks. While fleeing with Hyeon, he's caught by a remaining agent. Deo directs Hyan to escape as the colonel aims at him. Cleverly, Deo uses the agent as a shield and seizes a gun. With the detective's arrival, tensions rise. Knowing his fate, Deo confronts the colonel, exchanging gunfire. Badly injured, he's rushed into a car for medical help, but time runs out. In the car, Deo passes away, understanding his actions and leaving behind a legacy. Hyan commits to caring for Deo's sister, honoring his trust and memory. Though Deo's gone, his sister finds solace in the care of the only person he relied on. Turn on alerts, like, and subscribe for more videos similar to this one. Thank you for watching.